PFF released its floors and ceilings for second-year quarterbacks, and my man's Caleb Williams' floor is a bust with a ridiculous ceiling that nobody around here is gonna necessarily agree with. We gonna talk about it, and it is mailbag day, so me and C Dub will dive into the mailbag. But before we get into it, y'all obviously already know you gotta hear the music first.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C Dub. So if you're tuned in, hit that like button and subscribe. C Dub, what's the word?
Let's get to it, man. I'm kind of peed off right now.
But hey, PFF, none other than the great old PFF, released its floors and ceilings for second-year players, and they released their list. Y'all can check it out on their website if you want to go ahead and get a visual for it. But for Drake May, his floor was Daniel Jones with a ceiling of Trevor Lawrence. Bo Nix's floor was Mac Jones with a ceiling of Drew Brees. JJ McCarthy, who hasn't thrown an NFL pass in the regular season, floor is Sam Darnold with a ceiling of Joe Burrow. Jaden Daniels' floor is Kyler Murray with Lamar Jackson. And Michael Penix Jr., who only played, I believe, about 5 or 6 games, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, with a floor of Jameis Winston and a ceiling of Justin Herbert. And Caleb Williams has a floor of bust with a ceiling of Jordan Love. C Dub, take it away.
So PFF, I don't know where the headquarters of PFF is, but I'm sure it's up there in that raggedy ass state of Wisconsin. First off, why in the world do you compare them other quarterbacks to real players and you give them each 2 players? And Caleb Williams played better than JJ McCarthy because JJ McCarthy ain't played. Caleb Williams was almost as good as Jaden Daniels. The numbers almost is really similar, and you gave him some what is that? Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So you pick Caleb Williams to go bust as a floor, and let me talk about that floor. The floor was he had 5 total coaches last season. I said 5 total. The most of the NFL go through the whole season. I'm talking about the quarterbacks with a head coach, 1, and an offensive coordinator, 2. My man, Caleb Williams, who threw 20 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, had 2 head coaches, Matt Eberflus and Thomas Brown, and 3 offensive coordinators. Did you hear what I said? 3 offensive coordinators. You might be able to say 4, but I'm going to just keep it at 3. Then, after all of that, with the worst offensive line in the league, I don't give a fuck what you say. I watched it every game along with nephew. I don't know if he thinks it's the worst offensive line in the league. I did. It's the worst offensive line. He got sacked the most in the NFL. So that says to me, you're the worst offensive line in the league. He threw 20 touchdown passes, 6 interceptions. What's the ratio on that? That's probably like 3 out of 1. It was like 3 over 1, on the ratio. That's pretty damn good for a rookie. And when you go bust, you is definitely telling me you don't like us. So you got to be from up there, Wisconsin, over there, wherever the hell it is. That raggedy ass Wisconsin. Y'all up there trying to send shots because y'all see what's coming. Caleb, go kill them all, bro. Kill them all, bro. kill them all.
That shit is absolutely ridiculous to call Caleb Williams a bust.
Bust.
And he ain't even played his second year yet. Damn.
It's 20 and 6 a bust then, because that's all we could go. That could be this lowest. That could only be his lowest stats. It's 20 and 6. Is that a bust?
I think that was all right for what he went through.
I'm sorry, nephew. Go ahead. This pissed me off.
I think it was all right for what he went through, bro. I think that when you look at Caleb Williams, for all that has went on through the Chicago Bears organization with that guy, Matt Eberflus, what else could you possibly wish for? What else could you possibly hope for? I mean, yeah, we had higher expectation than 5 wins on the season, but yeah, that was at least 3 to 4, 5 maybe games that cost the Chicago, that was on the head coach. Come on, keep it a bean.
Yep.
Multiple screw ups from the head coach Matt Eberflus, and look, it is what it is. I'm just looking at it as a major opportunity for Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson to go out here and shut people the hell up. You want to come out here and call this guy a bust, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. 3,800 yards, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions is not a sign of a bust. What about the pressure that is missing from a guy like Dak Prescott? What about the pressure that is missing from a guy like Trevor Lawrence? What about the pressure that's on one of the quarterbacks y'all mentioned in Kyler Murray? And I think a lot of these guys got talent. Obviously, Caleb Williams has a lot to prove this upcoming season, and you did just limit it to second-year quarterbacks. But come on, bro. Somebody up there is hating.
I ain't talking about G-O-D. I ain't talking about G-O-D.
Nah, we ain't talking about
G-O-D. Look at a map. It's that raggedy-ass state up there, Wisconsin.
And it ain't filled with cheese and cows. Cheese and cows. Cheese and cows. Cheese and cows.
Look, man. This is ridiculous. And also, I want to say this. When you look at Caleb Williams and that weasel up there in Wisconsin, Caleb talent is better than the weasel up there at the top. He has better arm talent. He has better mobility. He has better throwing on accuracy on the run. He has the only thing he got is a deep ball the weasel got on Caleb Williams. But I promise it's going to change this year coming up. That's what Caleb Williams has been working over this entire offseason. And knowing that Caleb Williams want to be the best of the best, he going to make this guy irrelevant. Yeah, that raggedy-ass motherfucker that's quarterbacking in that raggedy-ass state up there.
Y'all heard it here first from my man C-Dub. That raggedy-ass state up there. Just point up. We don't care if that ain't the right directional way.
Hey, man, you look at it. Look at the map. It's that motherfucker up there.
Hey, that shit is crazy, bro. I'm just saying, like, this is why PFF get a lot of slack, because I think that PFF, they got some things that you will like some of their grades when it comes to offensive linemen, some of the grades when it comes to how they break down wide receiver stats. But this is why my man's Hayes, me, UC Dub, and all the fellas over here on Chicago Bears Central would say, hey, don't just lean on PFF stats, because clearly there is bias when it comes to their evaluation.
Absolutely biased, bro. And it's really a shame because people hold PFF with a lot of respect, bro. I see NFL teams use all their stat-based research. I see content creators, we use it sometimes with their stat-based research. We're gonna have to we're gonna think about that now. Because y'all on our ass like that. Y'all want to play games with us?
Bro said we're gonna have to think about it. But yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Like when you do like your home team show, cool, root for your team, shit on everybody else. But when you go out there and you got a brand that's broad, there has to be some objectivity done with that job. Like, for real.
That's awful, bro. Really, seriously, that's bad. You go JJ McCarthy ain't played a snap. He snapped his leg, but he ain't took a snap in football. And so I'm being disrespectful.
Be the next Joe Burrow.
And then you're gonna be Joe Burrow. What?
So how bro finna go out here and be Joe Burrow?
Hey, look, nephew, you watch Michigan. You a Michigan fan. You watch JJ McCarthy, right? Do
Yeah.
you see any Joe Burrow and JJ McCarthy? We love your football acumen, nephew. You
No,
cold.
bro. Not Joe Burrow, bro.
Nah, he
Nah.
tweaking, bro.
I ain't going that far. Nah. Can he be a starter in his league? Absolutely. But
Yeah.
it's gonna come with I see more Tua. That's I
Oh, no.
see more Tua Tagovailoa. If it's off schedule, if it's off script,
That's
look
the
out.
that's the
He ain't gonna
type
be
of
able to
quarterback
get it done.
he is.
He gonna have to be on schedule. It's got to be a tailor-made system,
Oh,
and
then
that's
he in
just
a
how I
great
look at it.
place then, nephew. Then
Yeah,
you would say he in a
he
great
is in
place.
a good place.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to diminish the kid because he ain't did nothing to us, but we got to talk facts when the questions comes up.
yeah. And oh, he got them two wide receivers. Got a nice tight. Okay,
That's
let's
what
see
I'm
what he can
saying.
do.
That's what I'm saying. I see more Tua than you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
on
and
time. It's the timing.
Joe Burrow make something out of nothing, and it's
Oh,
just
bro.
crazy.
Just he makes Super Bowl plays, Joe Burrow.
Facts. That's how he was in one.
Yeah.
That's how he was in one.
JJ
But
Reddick
hey,
need to make regular season plays because he ain't made none yet.
he called his head JJ Reddick.
I mean, JJ McCarthy. It might as well be JJ Reddick on the real.
We need to get in championship shape, bro. Fuck you
Over.
talking about? Oh, the
Oh
real.
man. Luca lost like 20 pounds. Shit. I don't know.
But hey, we gonna move on. Y'all let
Yeah,
us know how y'all feeling about this whole little list right here, because it is ridiculous if you
bro.
ask me. But it is
Bias.
mailbag day. Bias is definitely in that list. It is mailbag day. We're gonna hear from some of the greatest people in the world. C-Dub. We're gonna kick this first one off with my man's Keys.
Keys.
Yo, 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 what's up, guys? It's your boy Keys on this lovely Thursday evening, man. Hope all is well with you and yours. With that, let's get to it. So I'm sitting here on YouTube and I'm watching the Matt Grody interview, and it's talking about realistic. He's from the 670 to score. And I'm going to piggyback on my man Darius when I was listening to the voicemail earlier today about probably having the most negative people in the media to that extent, I believe he said, and I gotta agree with him because one of the things he talked about was saying how there is no real difference in how they're doing their practices and how they're everything else is formulating and all of that. And he basically tried to compare the time, I guess, with um, Eberflus, and then you also got Ben Johnson. If other people, from my valid opinion, like even the sports, the announcer for the Bears during the radio games and stuff, and then you got, of course, Pat the designer, and then there's other people that's been there in the building watching how things are formulated, and how they move, and how they practice, and how everything is going, and what we have with Eric Bieniemy and all the assistants and all those things like that. How the fuck can you compare what Ben Johnson is doing to what Matt Eberflus is doing? Matt Eberflus never supported the motherfucking the quarterback really, in my opinion, like that. There was no line to really get a guy. The one guy that we signed, the motherfucker, we cut him during the season. Day-to-day Davis. We get two guys that are potential all-pro, three that are potential all-pros, then we draft a guy who could potentially start at the left tackle. How can you, like, and then the guy, I guess from his interview, he said that he's been to the Bears training camp since 2018. 2018 was the start, I believe, of Matt Nagy. So you're trying to say that your timeline and what you see and what you do, you're supposed to be the sports person that knows all this shit. You telling me that there's no clear-cut difference in what the fuck Ben Johnson is running with this team? Miss me with that bullshit, man.
Yep.
I'm at this point now. I think people just bring up topics and they just want to say things to make themselves sound smart. And some of them, you can clearly tell they've never played a fucking down of football, let alone t-ball, and just depict everything to what they seeing, and they think it's gonna be the same fucking Bears. But I'm just at that point where I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just ready to see some shit happen. And I'm ready to see what the fuck we do and what Ben Johnson gonna bring and what Caleb gonna bring. But let me know what you guys think. As always, shot town up, bear down.
Hey, well said, my man's Keys. Well said.
Well said.
C-Dub, what you got for us?
Well, with the media covering Chicago Bears, of course, they're irrational. That's part of the reason we've been unsuccessful, I think, in my opinion. placing this invisible pressure on the players to live through. It's just the world we live in. Everybody want to have that take, they want to have that 30 seconds or 59 seconds of short fame or clip fame to be different from everybody else. And all it is gaslighting. All it is clout mama shit. They want clout. They want to be different. Ain't no way that a practice from Matt Eberflus and Ben Johnson's are the same. Nobody's practices are the same in the NFL. That is a lazy take by a reporter. I don't think that he has the context to back that up. All he has is I've been here since 2018 and I've seen the same. No, shut up. What are you sitting all the way in the stands or some shit? You sitting all the way in the back or something? Do you got a good eyesight? Can you see everything? Because that's some hating ass shit. And I'm used to it. So I wouldn't let it carry no weight, bro. It's gonna happen every single year because that's the world, not just football, basketball, baseball. That's just the world we living in.
I agree 100%. It's all about what can you say to get the crowd riled up. And that's just, even if you go out there and make yourself look like a buffoon, even if you don't provide no logic behind the take. If you got something hot out there, say it. It's gonna get the Bears fans riled up, and it's gonna get the world riled up, depending on what topic you saying. Me personally, I'm listening to the players.
Yep.
I'm listening to the players. Tyson Bagent came out and said these practices are different. These coaches really want to act like they want to win. Last season, we heard that Keenan Allen and DJ Moore and all those guys knew early in minicamp that Matt Eberflus was just letting shit slide by. What have we heard from every single player? Ben Johnson gonna get on our ass and he ain't letting nothing slide. Caleb Williams was just at Fanatics Fest and pretty much said that, hey, Ben Johnson, he say some choice words every single day, but I love him because he want to win. Mm-hmm. Players recognize that shit. There is a fine line between it, yes, but players recognize that shit. When a coach actually wants to win and not just be buddy. You can be a good ass, players coach and have fun and we gonna turn up and we gonna show up late whenever we want to. But players, competitors, they respect the guys that's gonna get on their ass. You gotta show up on time. You gotta practice hard. You gotta play hard. You gotta execute. Those are the winning coaches. I don't know what Ben Johnson's gonna do this season, but from what I've been hearing from these players, it's a difference right now. So if the players telling me it's a difference, and for the people that got the passes to get into these practices, if you don't see a difference, get out your phone and pay more attention. Stop taking more videos.
Don't, bro.
That's just all I got to say.
Yeah.
Stop with the videos and pay attention.
Stop playing solitaire at training camp and shit. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
But shout out to my man's Keys, man. C-Dub.
That was a great thought.
Yeah, for sure. C-Dub, we're going to get into this next one. This next one is from Fred.
What up, hey? Cognac boys, what it do, man? It's be your boy Fred, man. Shout out to Big Cav and Steve-O, man. Hey, you know what, man? I'm not too worried and concerned about the second round players getting signed because I know it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Brian Foles do get some boys signed so they can be ready for the season before camp starts. However, I don't know what it's all this disrespectful shit coming from about Caleb Williams. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, first, I wasn't with the Bears as far as drafting Caleb, though. But motherfuckers need to stop all this hating ass shit, though, man, on the Bears, though. Like, damn. It's like they don't want to see us shine, man, because they know we finally spent money like a real organization. And I think the Bears going to be putting their foot in people's asses. Especially when they get ready to play the Cowgirls week 3, because CeeDee Lamb is talking hella shit. His overrated ass, man. Like, they making it seem like, oh, Dak is an elite quarterback when this motherfucker can't even get his team past the first round of the playoffs. Like, come on, man. Like, what is he doing here? But I won't be surprised, man, if that boy Ozzie end up being our starting left tackle over Kareem and Braxton Jones, man. Because he got much more upside to him, man. And then there's rumors about motherfuckers talking about, oh, the Bears gonna trade DJ Moore and Cole Kmet. You see that what they be doing, man? It's like they don't want the Bears to be good though, man. It's like, why hate? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need all that hate, man, because we coming. And everybody knows the Bears is coming. and they're gonna put cleats for people's asses. You know what I'm saying? And Caleb, I think Caleb gonna have a good season though, man. He got the right coaches. He's not crying about how Ben Johnson coaching him, and that's what we need. Now, this shit with Eberflus, I know I'm kind of late, but I don't know why Eberflus even opened up his mouth saying that Caleb's lying though. Like, first of all, I don't think this man got no reason to lie. If you go back and watch that game, the Patriots, you see Shane Waldron dumb ass laughing. You ain't script no plays up for this man or nothing. Like, how are you offensive coordinator and you laughing and you watching your rookie quarterback get killed? Like, come on, man. Like, that tell us right there and there. The quarterback coach wasn't watching film with him. The offensive coordinator, none of that, though. But I'm glad Eberflus bitch ass gone. Excuse me for my language, though, guys. I got to get this off because I'm tired of people just disrespecting the Bears, though, man. Especially main media who think Caleb Williams is not a top 10 quarterback. Then they nerds compare him, say he's compared to Jordan Love, a bum ass, and he's telling he's going to be a bust. Like, off one season, though, because he had a terrible line. Like, come on, man. Be fucking real about this shit, man. That's why I say I can't stand the main media. But let me know what y'all think, man. Chicago up, bet out enough.
Well said, Fred. And I love the hell all the things that you said. Now, when it comes to Ozzy, he got a shot. We're gonna see what the young kid made of, but I want to harp on Matt Eberflus. Look, I don't care what Matt Eberflus said. The film speaks for itself. What about when you was up in the game and Justin Fields was bringing you back and you had idiots out there on the field doing dumb stuff to where your wide receiver caught the ball and got the ball snatched from and then the game was over? Or what about when you had Caleb Williams and you got a game that's in the reach of winning the game, and your OC decides to give it to the fullback for a touchdown and he fumbles? What about when you could have literally rushed the damn passer before the Washington Commanders gained hella yards before the Hail Mary, and then when they gained the Hail Mary, you didn't even call the timeout? What about when your team quit on you versus New England Patriots? What about when on Thanksgiving in front of every fucking Bears fan and their family, when you had about 40 something seconds left, you refuse to call a timeout or help your young quarterback get his offense ready to go out there and win the damn game versus the Detroit Lions? And there is plenty more examples of Matt Eberflus. So don't nobody want to hear none that Matt Eberflus has to say about anything, because the film speaks for itself. We don't care how many times you pull Caleb Williams into your office during Hard Knocks. We don't care that you called Nick Saban in to talk to players or be in front of your face to give you advice. We don't care, because guess what? When the helmets was buckled up, when the cleats was strapped up and tied up, and when it was time to go win football games, your poor clock management, your poor decisions, your lackadaisical ass defense on 3rd and long showed everything and showed everybody what we needed to know. So I have nothing to say about Matt Eberflus, and I hope the Chicago Bears go put foot to asses, belt to asses to the Dallas Cowboys in week 3.
Damn, nephew, that man got a coach, man. Damn, you just fucking destroyed that man. Okay, that wasn't even nice, nephew. Cool the fuck out. Chill your ass out. The fuck?
Nobody care about Matt Eberflus, bro.
Damn,
I'm serious.
just annihilated him. Look, I ain't even got to touch that no more. He's done. That's just overly standing over him now. You know what? I'm gonna take all this hate going towards the Chicago Bears as a compliment. I think they know what's coming.
I think that's fair.
And they chopping them down little by little. It's irrational too. It's not legit concerns. None of most of these concerns are not legitimate. So it seems like intentional hate, trying to chop down something that you know is going to be better than you, or better than something you thought that was going to be. So I'm going to take that as a compliment. And we're going to see what happens at the end of the season. We're going to see what happens. Keep on hating.
Facts. And I will mention that the Bears do have to prove themselves, but like, you could be critical of the Bears, but be real. And I don't expect you to be nice. Just be real about it. Yeah. Be real about it. That's it.
Like, we can see through we've been doing this shit for 5 years now, nephew. What, like 5 years?
Yeah.
See through the bullshit, bro. Like, that shit is not legit. But anybody is saying Caleb Williams a bust. His floor is the bust. How's 20-6 a bust? That's ridiculous. And some other shit. Like, stop going at this team head. Damn, bro. We didn't even make the playoffs last year, bro. Why y'all ain't doing this shit about the Minnesota Vikings or the Detroit Lions who lost all their coaches? What the fuck?
Well, who lost on their home field in the first round to a rookie?
Yes. Like, okay, come on. I see what's going on. Y'all think we a threat. Oh, that's why I'm gonna take that.
For sure. But hey, appreciate you, Fred. C-Dub, this last one is coming from Marifa Asa. Here it is.
Bobby, C-Dub, hey, them cognac boys. What's happening, fellas? It's your man, Marifa Asa, black yet again, man. Listen, hey, man, I was thinking the other day and I said to myself, man, Chicago Bears is going to the playoffs this year, man. Okay? They're going to win a playoff game in 2025. And I'm going to tell you why that's going to happen. Now, on average, ever since they changed the rules and added 17 to the NFL playoff structure in 2020, there has been 6 to 7 new teams that make it to the playoffs that didn't make it the previous year. So now you're looking at the numbers and you say to yourself, number 1 seed through number 4 seed might be locked up with Philly, Detroit, San Francisco, and maybe Washington. Okay? So that leaves 5, 6, 7 seeds available for new teams to get in there. Now, I fully expect Bears gonna be way better than they was last year. Now, you look at what happened last year, Bears damn near won at least 4, 5 of them games. At the end, they could have won. It could have went either way if it wasn't for bad offensive line and poor coaching. Okay? Now, we don't fix both of those situations in the off season. Okay? Got a better offensive line, and we got way better coaching. So I fully expect Caleb Williams and all the weapons he got to be able to make it to the playoffs and win them extra 5 to 6 games that close games now. 5 to 6 close games they lost last year. Bears gonna win them this year. Now I know the schedule's tougher, and we playing Philly and Baltimore and Cincy, but I ain't scared of none of them. Okay? They on the schedule. We gonna play them. We gotta put it on wax, and we gonna do just that. I ain't scared of none of them. Okay? So Bears is going to the playoffs, and they're gonna win a playoff game, in my opinion. Okay? So that's just me. But let me get up out of here, man. Got place to go. Got people to see. But you know what I'm saying before I leave? It's Chicago up and bad out, baby. FTV.
Y'all heard him. Let's go.
Bro. This man's so cold.
That man always get me fired up every time we do these mailbags, but I'm going to just keep it short and sweet. They got to show me. But I do think they got some matchups that they could take advantage of. Me personally, I'm looking at Cincinnati on their schedule at once, something that I was concerned about. But I ain't really concerned about it because they defense suck. And then the Bears defense show up like I expected to, that should be a win. But the Bears got to go out there and handle business. And I will say this schedule right here will prepare them for the battle. So if they are able to get a winning season out of this, they should be fine. And I'm not locking Detroit in as the number 1 team in the NFC North. They got coaches that they lost. They got 2 offensive linemen that they lost. And they leaning on a OC who's been a part of the organization. But he ain't that damn good and he ain't Ben Johnson. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like your take about the science, about the math, about it's definitely going to be like a turnover with new teams into the playoffs.
Facts.
I don't think the Bears schedule is as tough as it was last season. Remember that gauntlet we had at the end of the season. I think that was a real tough slate of games that we had to go through.
I think it's more spaced out.
Last season or this season?
No, this season.
This season's more spaced out. You got a lot of like relief in between big time games. It's a little bunched up at the end there, but it's a lot of relief that you can catch your breath a little bit before you go in there. Last year that gauntlet, you was shit, you ain't get a chance to recover.
I thought something happened. Hold on, you can't
You
be doing
couldn't recover. You taking punches, taking
I
jabs.
thought something happened to you. I'm like, hold on, what the?
You getting punched. You can't protect yourself. But I agree with you. I do think the Bears will make the playoffs. Wait a minute. Let me chill out. I ain't gonna do that yet. I just know that the Bears are gonna be better and they're gonna be more competitive. I have to see some training camp in
Marifa
preseason
almost got on one.
He almost made me do it. That's how much I love Marifa, bro.
Marifa definitely know how to get you fired up. Hell yeah, we going to the Super Bowl right now. Right now.
Almost. Hey, you cold, Marifa, man.
But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in into another episode. C-Dub, you got anything left?
Every week, I'm saying we getting closer and closer. I'm serious. Next month, football is in the air, baby. We can smell it. You could go to Bear Benet and watch it on the real. So it's coming.
That's a fact. But hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in into another episode. Make sure before y'all get up out of here, y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Let us know how y'all feeling about today's topic and all things discussed today on the episode. If y'all want to be a part of the mailbag, call in, state your name, leave your take. The number to do so is 773-242-9336. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all bear the down. And y'all already know, man. Chi-Town up and bear down. We up out of here. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.